We need... We need to somehow get Paulo's door open, and it was... Quello was like, oh, I searched his room or something. Can we... We can't get in the door. Okay, that can't happen. That's not happening. Oh, we can talk to Garv. Okay. Do you think there's anything we can do to find the killer? I don't know. I'm not exactly a private eye. But you'd think that between the captain, Donovan, and Paulo that they'd have slipped up somewhere at least. In addition, there's a matter of Gwen. If she's really being framed, there's something there. Oh! Why can I get this now? Okay, where would I look for clues about Donovan and Paulo? Well, the staff said they searched everyone's room already, but, well, I don't think it'd hurt to take a second look at Paulo's room. Everyone says he's always stayed in his room. Odds are it's the scene of a crime. I already asked the first mate to let me in, but he said he wanted to close it down. Afraid people might tamper with evidence. If someone could get in there, though, I wonder what they would find. How could someone get into Paulo's room? As far as I can tell, only Ferdinand has a way in, but he's not going to share it. I don't know how this would help, but my cat has a way of sneaking it. Where would I look to prove Gwen is innocent? If the key was planted in her room, that clears her. Simple as that. Now, if it was planted, that seems to point towards one of the staff members. Only they knew where they would search, so they could be sure the plant was there. Do any of the staff members that might have been capable of pulling something off like that? We're all in together, right? Now we can probably take over the cat and open the door. The door is locked from the inside. It looks like turning the handle from here will unlock it. The handle is just low enough to reach. There we go. We've got the door open. Now I need to go back to... Where did Quella go? Quella! I need your help. You're already back up here. So we're making progress. So we need to search... the room for something. Maybe I'm not supposed to have him take over fully. The suitcase is open. There are clothes spilling out of it. Investigate. The suitcase contains clothes, crumpled pictures, and some textbooks. Examine the pictures. There's a picture of a boy and what appears to be a husband and wife standing beside him. They're dressed formally and are standing on a very exquisitely furnished room. I guess this is Paulo and his parents, huh? They don't seem like smiling for the camera. There's a textbooks for essay writing, biology, American history, and trigonometry. Trigonometry? Isn't that high school math? How old was this kid? There's a book on the ground. It's titled Overcoming Shyness. It seems to be a self-help book. The pages are bent, crumpled by the way it's been thrown to the ground. The book is open to page 105. There doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary about it. Wait a second. Next to the next page is missing. It looks like it got torn out somehow. There's only a jagged scrap left. I don't know why, but this seems like a really important detail. I should remember this. It might come up again later. Is that blood? Investigate the drawers. Most of the drawers simply contain clothes and have nothing interesting in them. The drawer hanging on the top, however, has a bracelet resting on some socks. The bracelet and the socks have been stained red with blood. It has a letter M engraved on it. Ooh. It's Paulo's blood? My god. It looks like he was smashed into the side of the dresser really hard. Who would do this to just a child? So there's only one person with an M name here. Now let's see. I'm gonna like do half takeover full and like half just regular just to see if I can talk to anybody now. Okay, so I can't talk to them. Ferdinand somewhere. Okay, can't talk to him. Oh, Ferdinand, please, bro. Get out of the way. Can't talk to these guys. We can talk to Mercurio. Hey, did you lose a bracelet recently by any chance? Oh, let me guess. Did that little shit give it to you? That's just great. I was looking for it all. Wait, what's wrong? I found the bracelet with the letter M on it in Paulo's room, covered in blood. No way. Just a second ago, I was talking about a different bracelet. Don't lie, M is for Mercurio. Obviously it's yours. Alright. Yeah, it's mine. It was a gift. Shouldn't have even kept the damn thing. What were you doing in Paulo's room, Mercurio? I never went in there, I swear. I mean, not by myself. Sure, I went in with Alton, Sue, and Ferdinand for the search. That's when we found the kid was missing. That was the only time I've never went in that room before or after, I swear to God. There was no way you would have left the bracelet in there during the search. You're not telling me the truth. No, I didn't leave the bracelet in during the search. I barely entered the room, but I never went in at any other time either. Look, it was that stupid cat. I ran into it last night and started attacking me. It went completely nuts. I was caught off guard, and when I reacted, the bracelet kind of flew off. The cat must have nabbed it and carried it around for a while. I just assumed it gave it to you, like a gift or something. I had no idea it would put it in Paulo's room of all places. What about other people? What would other people think if they heard about this? Hey, hold up. Look, you have to... Wait a sec. How did you get into that room anyway? Wasn't it supposed to be sealed off to the passengers? Does it matter? There was even blood on your bracelet. It kinda matters considering you weren't supposed to be in there in the first place. When we did a search of the ship, there were multiple people, so we could all back up what we saw. You went in there by yourself and could have tampered with things without anyone knowing. Well, the door was unlocked. So you're saying you broke in and no one can back you up? Look, I've never set foot in there besides the search, and sure, I've never left anything mine in there. I wonder if anyone saw the cat moving around with my bracelet that'd validate my story. Maybe it would try to give its owner as a gift or something. So now do I talk to Garv? As Quella? Okay, so the cat's supposedly got something to do with this. So let's see if he has anything to say to the cat now. Meow. Nope. We've got to try to see if we can talk to some people. Because he said talking to Garv, so maybe that's a thing we gotta do. Nope, Garv does not have anything to... No, I still want to talk to you. Let's see if he can go in the room now. Okay. Alright, so we've learned that the bracelet thing. And she has nothing to say. Just trying to cover all my bases here. Okay, yeah, right? Get out of the way, cat. Cooking various backs. Handwritten notes? What? Oh, what is going on? Drawers, there's tables, granite kitchen stock. Huh. I wonder if I can get Ferdinand in here to look at that. And then, because he has the key to open up everything, so... Open it. Hey, get away from that. That's kitchen staff only. The food budget's... Oh, he keeps you from opening it. Okay. So, we've learned about the Mercurio... Okay, so the question is now, can he search things? No, he just doesn't care. Alright, okay, so he just doesn't care. I wonder if she can talk to Garv now. Yep. Did you see your cat last night? Well, sure, she comes in and out of my room all the time. Did she have anything with her, like a bracelet? Yeah, actually, she did come back with some kind of jewelry last night. I assume she stole it out of one of the passengers' rooms. I tried to take it back from her, but she got away from me. Where did she come from, and where did she go? She likes to get into vents here and there and crawl around, quite dirty. Last night she came from the vent in my room. It's connected to an empty room in Gwen's room. When I tried to grab the bracelet from her, she ran out my door. I couldn't tell you where she went after that. She's very skilled at sneaking into different places. Did the bracelet have any blood on it? I don't recall there being any blood on it. I'm not sure why there would be any. What's going on? I found the bracelet she was carrying in Paulo's room. Really? Well, then I guess I know where she went. She seemed to hang out around the empty room next to his a lot, so that would make sense. Say, if you saw the bracelet in Paulo's room, how'd you know my cat had it last night? Why would you take the bracelet all the way over there? Who knows? You could also ask why she would pick it up in the first place, and the answer would be the same. Maybe she grew warm to that Paulo boy and to the boy Paulo that was in that room. The bracelet belonged to Mercurio. He said that your cat attacked him and took it. Is that so? How strange. Sunshine isn't the most personable cat in the world, but she wouldn't actually attack anybody. Not unless she was provoked. Sounds to me like Mercurio isn't telling the entire truth. You think he'd provoked your cat? Why would you think he'd do that? Good question, and I think I may have some idea. Mercurio's wrist would be way over Sunshine's head. He is, after all, a full-grown human, and she is not. Leaving that height and grabbing directly at his wrist beggars belief. She's a good jumper, but still, what if instead the bracelet was already in reach because his hand was in front of her face? In that case, he was either kneeling down, or she was on top of a table or a dresser. Maybe that's why she was in the way. The bracelet is really incriminating. Why would he cover things up now? Because the full truth makes things even worse for him. I don't honestly know what would be able to force the rest out of him. The vent that Sunshine came from also leads to Gwen's room. Does she play any role in this? So Mercurio ran into my cat in Gwen's room. It's pretty suspicious. Still, I wonder that the implications of this may run even deeper. We should keep this in mind. It may be important later on. So can we... So we can't examine anything. The door is locked, I can't get in. So now, do we talk to Mercurio again? So, curiouser and curiouser, we're finding out how things go. Okay, so we can talk to him again. I found some interesting things in the kitchen cabinet and fridge. Oh! You mean the cabinet and fridge that I always have tightly locked when I'm not around? Yes, I'm sure you have. I found a box with weird notes in the cabinet. Wait, how did you find that? I don't understand. Well, you probably have questions about that. You were being instructed to pick up and drop things off. What things? Just supplies from the kitchen, really. Some food and water. Occasionally I've had to drop off things like blankets or cleaning supplies. It's all pretty mundane. Who was writing these notes? I don't know. I keep the notes and try to see if I can figure it out. The handwriting changes, meaning it's probably different people over time. The only thing that's clear is that one of these people is on the ship now. Are these notes so vague? Why are these notes so vague and anonymous? Does anyone else know about this? As far as I can tell, no, and I'd like it to stay that way. It seems shady, but if I wasn't doing this stuff, they'd pay someone else to. I've been trying to figure out who it is and what their goal is. Stop making excuses. You're taking bribes. Yeah, I am. If you're thinking of turning me in, consider this. Someone on this ship is the one bribing me, and you don't know who it is or how they'll react. There was a ledger of kitchen stock in the cabinet. Shit, you found that, huh? I really don't understand how. You've been stealing food from your own kitchen? Why? Is it really stealing? Well, sure, the ship pays for the food, but I'm the one that needs it to do their job. Someone really wants a share of the stock, and they're paying well for it. Really well. Someone knew what you were doing. Was it the captain? Yeah, the captain started taking stock of every single thing on the ship, including the food. She wasn't too happy about her results. I feigned incompetence, but I'm not sure she bought it. I get the feeling you're holding out a lot on me. I've thought a lot about what all of this is about. I have one theory, but it's sort of ridiculous. What's your theory? I've considered that someone's smuggling something, like an animal. They'd need foodstuffs to keep it fed, and something to tranquilize it. It's not very plausible, though, is it? Surely after all this time, you've had to have at least one lead. I've kept my distance on purpose. If I find out too much, they know the deal would be broken off. Or something worse. Even if I had some magical piece of information, I'm not sure why I'd speak openly about it. It's clear that Mercurio has a lot of experience with this shady figure. The evidence doesn't tell the whole story, but it must be connected to the captain and Donovan. The way he's talking, though, he'd need a gun pointed at his head before he opened up. Veh. Surprise, surprise. Wait, okay, so that was a full takeover. Let's see if we can talk to anybody else. So we're slowly learning what may be going on. I mean, from the look of what happened down there in the bottom of the ship, we can already assume what's going on. Is apparently this was like a human trafficking thing, but we still don't know who's behind it and everything. Okay, so I don't think we can use Quella anymore for anything. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so Quella is now done, I think. Hello, I'm Kat. I'm gonna take over this guy and do one more little pass by so we can see if he can talk to anybody. I don't think he can, though. So, I like how it's like, oh, he won't say anything unless he has a gun pointed to his head. Well, surprise, surprise, you're about to get a gun pointed to your head, bro. Alright, and let's see, it's... Okay, so Garv... Doesn't really need to talk to anybody else, from what I can see. Nope, nothing yet. And Gwen is just standing there. And so we're making some more progress, little by little. So when we come back, we will see if we can make a little bit more progress, if there is to be made, and then we'll see what we can find out again at the end. So till then, y'all take care. And of course, have a good one.